What's up, guys? Welcome back to Sports Talk. Talking how I said in the last video, we started talking about the Mets, and currently right now they are playing the Cardinals, tied 2-2. Honestly, I think it could be a pretty good season for them. One big change that they have, a couple big changes actually, but main thing is they have a new majority owner, and Steve Cohen. I actually think it's a great thing that he got the team, because now he has 95% majority over them. He bought them for $2.4 billion. Oh God, it's a lot. And it's a great thing that they got him, because before with the Wilpons, they didn't get anyone. They want to spend money. They want to try and go help out their players, especially DeGrom. I'll talk about it in a couple seconds. And he went out within 2 months and got they got Francisco Lindor from the Cleveland Indians, and they also got Carrasco from the Indians. Yes, Carrasco very fortunately has survived and has beaten leukemia, very terrible cancer. I'm very happy he survived, and he's back. He's going to be back on the field where he loves to play, and it's great that he did that, because now they're getting some backup, and they're going to be spending money. It's going to be great. So I had just said, going to DeGrom, he will be probably hopefully a unanimous MVP, Cy Young this year. They got Francisco, who's a solid 250, 300 batting average guy every year. They have all these other great J.D. Davis, and they had also Jeff McNeil, who's amazing, who's over 300 career batting average, 311 last year. All these guys, and also Michael Conforto. They've been in the league for years now. They know what it's like. They've been against these pitchers. They get it. They need this consistency, and the only reason that DeGrom has not been really unanimous is because he doesn't get the consistent wins. Which, honestly, if you ask many baseball fans, they really shouldn't include the wins. Yes, it shows how they're doing in the game, but also there's some games he gives up no runs, and then they can't even hit. Like, there's no point. They come up short just because sometimes of their hitting. If they got that together, wow, they would be a great team, and he would be a Cy Young every year without question, complete unanimous. And also, another guy who's hopefully going to come back soon, who was out last year for Tommy John, is Noah Syndergaard. And those two, the dynamic duo, if he comes back and is how he used to be, which they're saying he's about 97, that's great. That will be a great addition that they've already had, that they didn't have last year, that coming back, and that could be a solid 2 pitcher. Number 3 pitcher who they've had for solid number 2 right now is Marcus Stroman from the Blue Jays. He used to of course go against my favorite team, the Yankees, but of course he is a very solid pitcher, and he can really do damage if he's really on. He doesn't do too much with his stuff, and he's just like really a solid guy. And also, I could definitely see him being one of the Mets solid pitchers throughout the next couple years of his career. And I can just this team will come out, and people are definitely sleeping on them, 100% sleeping on them. They, of course, haven't had the greatest track record, because, of course, they started out pretty well throughout the first 3 months, and then they just die off. They just can't keep it up for that long. It's always just like nothing holds together. Like they do, of course, have great career batting averages, but it just somehow just dies off. Their pitching somehow, their bullpen needs to pick up at the end because they have DeGrom, Stroman, and all these. Carrasco, of course, will come in and later be great because he was great on the Indians. And the bullpen just needs to honestly pick up their shit and continue the games and have them stay in the lead, because that's also where the leads go and they lose. And a lot of times when DeGrom's in, he leaves the game 0-0, can't keep it together, and I just really like they need to just have all the pieces to come together and have them just bring it in. Like I really think that having Steve Cohen being their majority owner will really, really help, because they already got a great, solid second baseman and hitter, and Francisco Lindor. And in the next coming years, he's going to bring in so many more players. He's going to make it because, hey, I living in New York, I know media. Everyone says the New York media is insane, or it's really a hard place to play because of all the consistency, because of all the great success that has come through most of the teams that have been here. And I think he'll be able to really, really pick up this team and bring it into next couple years, solid playoff team every year for as long as, of course, they're healthy, which, as a Yankee fan, know what the health can do to a team and everything. And I'm really, really excited to see how this team plays out this year. I know all my Mets fans and my Mets fans friends know how they are, and they've always really held it together this all the years. And they're like, oh, we're gonna do great. I'm like, yeah, no, I don't really think so, but I do trust him in the beginning. Definitely trust him in the beginning, and he just falls apart. And yeah. Another thing is March Madness. Of course, Elite 8 is coming up. They just finished the Sweet 16 yesterday. Of course, yes, I'm going for Gonzaga to win. Came into this tournament undefeated. I know a lot of you out there are putting Gonzaga first, which I am. Hey, you might be bandwagoning with them right now, but if you want to win, I know probably there's no perfect bracket, so all the brackets are busted at this point. But even if you don't get the amount of points to win the bracket, if you're thing, you can still get the team to win. And yeah, hopefully they can definitely make out the season and have the rest of the March Madness be great. Just like last night's games were amazing, with Alabama and UCLA going down to buzzer. Alabama hitting the buzzer beater. Alabama hitting the buzzer beater, and then of course UCLA coming out in the end to win that. Hey, it's March Madness. That's what it's all about. And opening season, only 4 days away, including today. 4. Can't wait. I'm pumped. All right. See you next time. See you.